Well, the first, not ready. The first thing I think that's very evident is I was really pleased with the second half that I thought we played at a higher intensity level. Certainly we got better defensively. It was a much better half. Third downs, 1 of 7, and getting ourselves off the field. But I thought we tackled better and we had just more intention. Really something to build off of. All of it started with that kickoff coverage to start the second half, and I think that literally turned the game. I was proud of our offense when you have as little possession time as they had. A&T did a good job of staying on the field offensively, particularly in the first half. I thought our offense did what they had to do to be successful per possession. And when the possessions counted in the third quarter, we looked really good. And, Gunner made some plays with his feet and thought we had some terrific throw and catch circumstances throughout the game. So a good, complete team victory and something that hopefully we didn't lose anybody. I know we're beat up. A&T is a physical team, but I think we feel good about moving forward and learning something from this game. And, we got to step back up into the Big Ten and Power 5 football and be ready for it.
Start with Steve Wiseman.
Yeah, Coach. Yeah, I want to ask you about two decisions. Number one, the onside kick and why you decided to do that at that time. And then number two, the play right through the first half where you had Mateo run the ball when he had no timeouts and he got the ball in the end zone there.
Yeah, those are two really good questions. On the onside kick, I had looked at them. I don't remember when it was. These days, I'm so confused on what day of the week it is, but I think it was actually last Saturday. And I told Kurt Benedict, and I said, we can get an onside kick and we're just going to go ahead and plan it and go with it. And I was going to do it on our first kickoff, whether it was to open the game. But I told him just I've learned through the years, if you don't plan to do it, you won't do it. You can talk yourself out of it. So just trying to be aggressive on the very first kickoff. And Charlie hit a good ball and then he should have had it easy. But a great job by Jalen Stinson getting in there and fighting for the ball and getting it done. There at the end of the half, that's not easy. You can take points and it's a great drive and you can kick a field goal and you would hope it's good from that distance. But everything in analytics tells you to be aggressive, and everything in my heart tells me that we have to be an aggressive program to be as good as we can be. And we're talking about all different kinds of plays and things that you can run. And certainly, yeah, maybe you could get a throw in with 6 seconds and still have time. But I've always thought players, not plays. And I just said, let's run Mateo. Let's just go with Mateo. We'll run the ball and he'll score. And thank goodness Mateo scored. He did a great job of, really kind of falling into the end zone, but he had the ball high and tight and that ball crossed the plane and it was very evident that he did score. So, yeah, when you don't make those, it fires back at you. But I told our team at the hotel we were going to play aggressively. We were not going to play safe. We were not going to play soft, and I wanted them to display that. And I thought we got more aggressive as a football team. They did. Our players did in the second half.
Let's go to Alex Jackson.
Hey, Coach. You guys seem to struggle in your first possessions on both sides of the ball, but managed to flip the script rather quickly. How was the team able to get back on track after a shaky start?
You just, that's how you practice football. I mean, you don't ever expect it to be easy. You challenge your team all the time. We just have a strong belief that, if at first the game or breaks go against you, you don't let up, you put on more steam. You have a tough-minded mentality. And, you certainly expect to start well. We had an unfortunate penalty there, that first offensive possession, and get up off schedule and, just didn't go well. And then defensively, a 20-play drive, we had so many long third and longs that they converted. Never good. And so certainly was not a good start. But we got good people and the more we challenged them, the better they got. And at halftime, it was more the same. We knew we had to be more physical and we had to be better the second half. And I really thought our players did a great job of responding through adversity.
Jim Sumner.
David, let me follow up on halftime, if I may. Did Duke make major schematic adjustments on defense, or is it simply better execution of the game plan?
I'm not sure I can hear it right. This computer's a little ways away from me. Speak up and say it again, please.
Okay. Going back to halftime, did Duke make major schematic adjustments at halftime, or was it just better execution of the game plan?
No, we made a few adjustments defensively. I thought we did a good job of taking some things away that they were doing that had hurt us. And we did a good job of coaching them up a little bit in some of the things. They run a lot of offense. They've got a lot of offense, and they've got some really good skilled players. But I think the biggest issue was they also took the challenge of a change has to be in how you're tackling and how you pulling the trigger. And, let's not hesitate in our reads. Let's trust our reads. Let's react. And all of that, played a role in it. But I think our biggest part of it literally was not as much schematic as it was a mentality that we had to have to be successful on defense.
Let's go to Royal Howell.
Hello, Coach. Can you talk about some of the changes that your secondary made this week during practice? You mentioned earlier this week that there were times last week against UNC Charlotte, the secondary just flat out, at times just got beat, missed tackles. What were some of the changes that you wanted to see be done, and what do you look forward heading into next Saturday against Northwestern to continue this takeover to next Saturday?
Yeah, I just felt like our consistency and technique wasn't what it needed to be, and also just playing. You have to play this game with no fear, particularly back there. I thought we were hesitant and almost hesitant, afraid that we were going to make a mistake. You got to trust your technique, play your technique consistently, be aggressive in the back end, because that's who we are and how we do it. And we certainly got better this week, but we got much better as the game went on.
Let's go to Steve Wiseman.
Yeah, I want to ask you about the wide receivers, particularly Calhoun and Bobo tonight. They seem like they're making plays on the ball a little better now than they did last year. They're being a little more aggressive there, maybe. Just what are your thoughts on what they're showing you so far this season?
Yeah, I thought Jake and Jalen both had some terrific catches. I think Coach Boyette's done a great job with those guys in building their confidence. And, that was kind of the way Ray played the game. And I love that they trust their hands and they are aggressively catching the ball and they're turning into runners in a hurry. I think he may coach them a little bit like running backs after they catch it at times. And it's fun to watch them work. And that receiving core is going to continue to get better. We got some good players there, and I think we're deep there. And I want to see us go to a whole nother level because I know we can. And, again, I think Coach Boyette's done a heck of a job. And, Gunner's become more and more of an accurate passer. And, I talked to all of them about the difference in success when you're playing good people is how you catch a ball away from your body and also quarterback location of the ball. And we're seeing more of that in practice. And that's what it takes to be successful against good teams. And you got to work at it. And I think we're doing a better job of that than we've done the last few years.
All right, last question for Coach Cutcliffe to Micah Hurwitz.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. What do you think the no huddle offense, brought you in terms of controlling the tempo of the game, especially, the offense coming back on the field after a long break and, down 7-0?
Yeah, I think, what we're doing with our offense and our ability to play fast is going to potentially wear on a lot of people. I think we're really still in the process of learning more about who we are and what we can do best and how we can do it. And, but tempo is never easy on a defense. You could see in the midst of any drive, their guys were getting fatigued, and we were pretty darn relentless. And the conditioning level of what we're doing at practice has to be terrific. And we try to play faster in practice than we do in a game. And that way, you're fit enough to do it. And, A&T, I want to say this before I get off. They've got a good football team, and they're extremely well coached in a lot of ways. When people think well coached, everybody thinks about plays. I'm talking about players. I'm talking about players playing hard. Schematically, they're good in all three aspects, kicking game, defense, and offense. But they're a physical football team. They play hard. And, we've played them twice now, and I have great respect for the job that Coach Washington and his staff do. Great respect for them.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach. Thank you guys.